Oh, hello there. Been a while. I'll admit that that's completely up to me, but I think last time we saw each other, it was with the courthouse and everything. That's, personally, all these large videos with multiple people and events and all that, they take a lot of work, they take a lot of time. I think today, I'm gonna try and keep things a little bit easier. We are going to get this video out before the 24-hour home event is. I really hope I can keep that because I'm leaving this in the video. Anyway, let's just start with a little base update, as I don't think I've shown much of it at all. I think I've shown most of what's here. I've redecorated a little bit. I think the most important thing is over here, how I can make these cards, and look, that's me. I am the King of Moons, I believe. So I have a nice little ender pearl. Lovely. Over here, I don't think anything well, there's hats. Oh, it is my pumpkin from the pumpkin event. Anyway, outside it is a little bit more exciting. Look over here, we have a saloon over here now. This was for a long time a little bit of a joke in that I was never building it, but it is here now. And as you can see over here, there's a lone person with his chocolate milk, drinking it on the porch. And then when you go inside, all of a sudden, there are a lot more people. Actually, the idea is as well that when you go inside, music will start playing. And I have asked Heiken to get me that music, and Heiken has given me that music. I have done nothing with that music. So, goal for this episode, get that music on the server and in here. That should be doable in 2 weeks. But anyway, the idea is gonna be, especially I think when the music starts playing. Actually, I know what's happening. Recording Slump already added the music, didn't he? Oh, now I just look weird. Oh no. Anyway, idea of this town is going to be, I want the outside, if you kind of like come in walking from here, I want it to feel like very empty and deserted. So there's this little burp, and there's the guy over there, but you don't see many people. And I think what it also means is that I'm gonna replace a lot of the greenery at place, because I think even though it's technically live as a plant, but I feel like it adds a little bit too much life to it with the vibe that I have in my head now. And then instead we're gonna have this like all of the people and things going on inside. But yeah, over here we have 2 people cheering with also we have chocolate milk straight from the tap over here. Over here we have just two people chilling. Here we have someone playing the piano. The music is also just gonna be piano music, which I'm really excited about. I think that's a nice touch. Then over here we have a cat with a little ball, because cats love that. And over here we have the 2 bad guys of the town, the 2 tough guys of the town, I should say. This little sheep over here is getting a little bit into trouble, so we'll have to see what happens with them. But anyway, over here is for later in the video. As you can see, it's not finished yet. I hope to finish at this episode. We'll see if that works out. There's a lot of redstone involved, which I am not very familiar with, so it's going to be fun to try and figure out, but well, we'll have to see if I manage. And over here in the big hall, there's a little bit of a change in the sense that I added more storage. But other than that, nothing changed here. Anyway, let's now go over towards the building behind me, or well, outline of a building, or a skeleton of a building, whatever you want to call it. This is the plan, at least. It's going to be a drugstore where people will be able to buy potion. And to do that, I would like a automatic potion brewer or something along those lines. Unfortunately, I have no idea how to make one of those. I will just have to experiment. So I have just been over here stocking my wool store, and well, besides these shulkers over here, noticed this shulker has been here for a while. We've been busy with a lot of different things, so I'm not sure what it's for, but I know it's been here since I started the build over here, and it kind of suddenly appeared. It's a little bit sad, actually. There's a poor little guy just standing here for, well, the entire season up till this point. Well, let's for now just do our thing and restock our shop.
Hello? Anyone there? Can anyone help me? I'm under the shulker pile.
Happy, is it you?
Oh. I thought I was gonna be trapped there.
What is all this?
Oh, I've just been seeing more and more of these like shulkers left around the server that don't seem to really like belong on anyone, and then I was like piling them up and then seemingly like collapsed.
Oh yeah.
I'm stuck in there until the next home meeting.
Oh I noticed one next to my shop. There's another like shop that's been standing there like really sad. I was kind of feeling bad for them.
Should we do anything? Yeah, we should do anything. But I don't know, like, we can't just pile them up here either.
No, maybe they need some, like, place to stay or something? We maybe, like, build a little shelter so they have... I don't know what it would look like, what their natural habitat's the end, which is I'm not too sure about.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe we could build something in the shopping district or, like, the legal district.
Oh, yeah. That might be a good idea, yeah.
Maybe we can find a way for them to all get homes as well. Like,
yeah,
surely there are
like a shulker adoption center.
Oh yeah.
That fits like a legal system, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. Amazing. I think we should go. First, we should probably go around. Make sure.
Yeah, we'd find some shulkers. Yeah. After that little detour with Happy, I am very glad that the shulkers are now safe and sound in Happy's little sanctuary or shulker adoption center, I think he believes it's called. In my head it's a sanctuary for some reason. And yeah, I hope they find a place soon, because you know, this a adoption center, it's a lot better than out in the rain, clearly, but it's still not ideal, I think. Anyway, the plan was to now show you a little bit more of the build behind me. I'm not showing you as much right now because I've already changed how I want it to look, so I don't want to distract you with old designs. But like I said, that was the plan. Unfortunately, something got in between, and I'll just let the clip speak for itself. So that's how we rescued this little shulker behind us here. I'm genuinely actually glad that we rescued this little fella. Anyway, wait, let's... Red tax band? I'm sorry? I believe last episode I explicitly said there are no taxes on home. We don't have those. Okay, let's see what is this? 10 home coins. Do you want to know? Okay, let's have a look. I haven't checked my shop for basically the entire month. 1 home coin. 0, 0, 0, 0. 1 home coin. I made a profit of 1 home coin this month. And I am being taxed 10 home coins. Oh, I haven't read the book yet. Maybe... No, the first sentence. Your shop has been assigned 10 home coins tax rate. Slime will collect the tax at the start of each month. Alternatively, you blah, 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 blah. Please make sure, blah, blah, blah. What's the server fund, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so Slime builds a bank and he thinks he can immediately start taxing people. I'm not sure how it works in the United Kingdom where he lives. But at least here in the Netherlands, there. At least here in the Netherlands, it's not the bank who levies taxes. It's the government. And we don't have a government here. Who makes the laws then? Me. And I don't remember approving any tax law. It's already placed in every... Green. Oh, you can do... No. Happy Scared Shop. This shop... Okay, well, actually you can see it. These are full usually, so I think Happy just recently collected his money, but this shop sells well. Yellow. 3 coins. 3 coins. What? 10. Maybe Slam just thinks I'm rich or something? Is that it? Maybe I should... Oh. Maybe he saw me making the backup gear and he said, oh, Slumperd has stuff to spare. Now, I don't like speaking for the rest of the server, but I am certainly not planning on losing all of my home coins to taxes. And like I said, I feel like Slime might just think I'm much richer than I am, and I think it might be because recently I've been working on a set of backup gear. So yeah, I've had a lot of stuff constantly on me. So I think that might be it. I think I'm gonna have to find a place to hide all that, because this is not me buying stuff. This is me going into the nether for hours and digging for netherite. We need to find a place to stash this, and I think I found a place. Unfortunately, I cannot show it to you, because I don't want anyone else to find it. So, yeah, I'll see you when I've hidden all my stuff. Just put all of this away real quick. I think everything else, yeah, this is just my regular stuff. We'll keep that on us. Now, as you might notice, one thing is still missing. I don't have a backup elytra yet. So what I'm thinking is I happen to know Raven has a lot of those, and with a lot I mean like 3. So I'm hoping she might be able to trade one with me, and if that's the case, then I think that is a good way to get a backup elytra. Actually, before I forget, I have one more piece of valuables that I need to quickly hide. Over here, there. I checked. Building a secret base does count as a prank. According to Slime, so he really can't complain about this one.
Oh, welcome on into the desert.
I just came from the other side of the desert, so...
Oh, nice. Well, welcome back to the other different part of the desert. I'm gonna take a quick nap. Actually, no.
Good luck with that.
Night already passed.
Yeah,
Anyway,
sun's up. Hard to sleep in there.
Else did that. How you doing? What's up?
I'm alright. I was busy making some backup gear, actually.
Ooh, Nice.
And I noticed you have a couple more elytras than one could wear at once.
That's true. That's true. I do have a couple more lighters than I have backs to put them on. That's
Yeah,
correct.
so I thought I'd make this little gift box, and maybe you'd be interested in trading one of those elytras for it.
Ooh, let's see. Let's see. That's not a bad gift box, honestly. We've got a couple different colors of wool. That's good. Sugarcane is nice. I like sugarcane. Bricks.
I heard you needed that.
I did. Yeah, I do need me some more sugarcane. So that's helpful and tough, and some frog lights.
Yeah. Now that I look around, you haven't used any brick anywhere, but I feel like the colors kind of do go with the vibe of your area.
Mm-hmm.
I figured you can probably use it somewhere.
Some brick for the store I'm gonna build.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
That might be a good addition for that. Yeah. So yeah, I got a couple of lighter here. That's a good question. Is that an enchanted or an unenchanted elytra's worth of goodies? It is pretty good goodies. It's certainly a lot of wool. You know what? It's not that much difficult to put enchantments on a pair of elytras. So you can have this.
Fair.
It's not got full durability.
That's fine. That's I do know I'm buying a second-hand one, so
yeah, it's definitely
it needs a little bit of repairs. That's fine. That's fine. We do recycling here in the desert.
We do recycling here in the desert. Oh hi! Look at this going up.
Oh, hello. You're a free man again.
I'm free. I'm free, guys.
You're free.
I'm free.
Oh, nice.
Now I'm just on the server as a mime. I actually do mime hacks.
Well, you're talking an awful lot for a mime.
Yeah, sorry, I do. Yeah, I do talk a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not the profession for me.
You did just start, so maybe I should give you a little bit of slack.
Yeah. But guess what I'm saying.
Her facial expressions are really hard to read. You surprised about something?
You could say you're close.
I think he's saying big words.
I'm just a great mime. I'm just clearly a great mime.
Yes,
Oh, look, here he is.
Maybe I'm not cultured enough to get mimes. We don't have them
Guys,
in my town.
I was recreating Shakespeare's Hamlet. How did you not get that?
Wow,
sorry,
you know,
my
you
bad.
did it really
so
quickly.
obvious.
Yeah, I
And
should have got that. Sorry.
Yeah, like
No,
you guys are just
I-
so like illiterate. Jesus, yeah, so
we,
uncultured.
we don't have Shakespeare in the Netherlands. I'm sorry.
We don't
Oh.
take from the desert.
Yeah, there too. Maybe you can
That's fine.
come and do like a proper performance once here, and we can get a little bit of culture here in the desert.
I'm not, I don't want to do anything else. I'm
Oh,
done.
I'm soliloquy.
I think I already hinted towards it, but I have a little plan to avoid these taxes that Slime is putting on me, and I think we can very reasonably say that it will work very well. We go over here. A prime bit of empty land over here. The area, officially this is Raven's base, but as you can see, so these little things mark where Raven's base begin, and they started all the way over here. And I have placed them slowly this direction to see if Raven would notice. She didn't, for so long that I ended up just telling her, so now she knows that I did that. But I think that means that she isn't that interested in this part of the land. So maybe we can use it for something else. Perhaps something like a bartering plaza or a bartering, I don't know. What if, for example, we put all kind of like little tents and stands here, and everyone brings stuff that they farmed or made and brings it here, and then they can trade that stuff. Then I think that would be great. Then of course we have a little bit of a problem, because we here on home are on all kinds of different time zones, and it's very difficult for people to be online at the same time together. So we would have to have some like intermediate currency that people can trade with, that people kind of like know what it's going to be worth without having to trade much, without having to like negotiate about it. So we could add that as well. I have to find a little coin or something for that. Well, I'm sure we can find something. Either way, it is a little bit dangerous right now. Right now you can't see it, but there were a bunch of husks here earlier. It will need some work here, but I think we have great space here. We can make something happen. So that's my plan. Now, like I said, this area is technically Raven's, so I will need her help and permission. So I think I'll just invite her over for a warm cup of chocolate milk, and then see if I can get her to help me out here. And help herself out, of course. I mean, she has more shops than me, I believe.
Hello.
Hello! Welcome!
This place is nice. I like the atmosphere.
Yeah, I've been hard at work at getting everyone nice and cozy. It's a little bit harsh on the outside, but when you get inside, it's nice and friendly everywhere.
Yeah, just a bunch of honest, friendly folk having some hot cocoa.
Exactly,
Great
straight from the
time.
tap. It's great cocoa.
Nice. You even have a cat.
Yeah, it's a little shy, so it doesn't go out from underneath the thing much, but he has a little ball, so.
That's fair. I mean, any saloon with a cat is a place
Yeah,
to be.
that automatically makes it better.
Exactly. A cat on the premises automatically makes it better. But hi, you invited me over? You wanted to chit chat?
Yeah, I had. I'm sure you've noticed the books that have appeared in the shopping district everywhere.
Yeah, about those. Yeah, I mean, what we love slime.
Listen,
great.
I appreciate Lime and everything he does for the server, of course, but I think he maybe thinks that I'm a lot richer than I am. I
was thinking exactly the same thing.
I was comparing a couple of the shops, and he's asking me 10 home coins per month. I made this month 1 home coin.
Yeah. This month, one of my shops, 0 home coins. The tax is 10 home coins. Honestly, the tax overall, way more than I'm profiting off the shops.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
Every single one.
And that's why I was kind of curious, because I checked, and for example, I believe a couple of Happy stores that I know sell pretty okay, 0 or 3 or. So I don't know what he thinks happens with the wool shop, but.
Do you think it's a rigged system or something? Like, what's the deal with
I
this? I mean,
honestly, I don't know. I feel a little bit silly because literally last episode I made fun of Happy because we didn't have taxes on home. So maybe the marriage with Honey worked actually. Maybe that's it.
I guess so. Yeah. Maybe it did benefit him in the end if his taxes are so much lower.
Now, personally, I'm not looking to get married. I don't know about you.
Yeah, no, not really a marriage guy living out in the desert. Not the place for it.
No. I did have another idea. If you follow me for a moment.
You have an idea. Okay, this is good because I've been trying to think of ways to fix this and I've come up with nothing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if fixing is the right word for my idea, but it is. It's something. So over here we have this nice little kind of like blank area between you and me. I think
that's true.
What if we place like a couple of little stalls here and we call it like maybe a bartering bazaar? And we can trade like directly, and then Slime can't charge us home coins because we're not spending home coins.
Okay, yeah. So setting up like a little thing behind the scenes, not even a marketplace, a bazaar.
No, a bazaar. A bartering bazaar. Yeah.
Yeah, bartering bazaar. Great. I think that's very catchy.
Yeah. And but one thing is, of course, because for example, Fives is in a very different time zone than us, it'd be a little bit difficult then to trade with someone at like somewhere else.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, how is that system gonna work?
So I was thinking, what if we had like, I don't know, maybe. Oh, I actually I have a couple of pumpkin coins on me. What if we
Oh yeah, these would
like-
work great. I think I
exactly
saw some lying
we use them
around
as
as
kind of
well.
like an intermediary thing?
Yeah, not home coins. Just
No.
you know, just pumpkin coins. It's barely even. It's not even money. You know, it's just
No.
little.
Like, everyone knows it's just from a silly little
standing, yeah.
prank, so nobody would think that that is actually the actual value. It's just to have in between
Yeah,
bartering.
it's just a stand-in for value. It's
Exactly.
not value in and of itself. Yeah, exactly.
I think we do need a couple more because I only have 40. But that
Oh,
should
yeah, we
be
should
no
probably-
problem.
should probably print some more. I mean, they're
Yeah.
very cheap. They're not as we just said.
Yeah, that's the whole point
they're
of
not
them.
worth anything. Yeah, it's just
Yeah, I
I like
was
this idea.
also looking here. We do need to make it a little bit safer here because there are a lot of mobs at night.
Yeah, I've been building on my big pipe, and I keep
Oh, yeah.
creepers popping up.
Yeah, I mostly noticed what are they called? The husk guys. Because they somehow, they can be like hidden in a hole somewhere here and they will detect me walking around there. They see you. I don't know how, but they see you.
Yeah, they're sneaky guys. But yeah, I mean, I'm connecting the deserts up, so that means it'll be easy for people to get here too.
Oh, that's
And then
perfect
we
actually,
can-
yeah.
We can light up this place, yeah, and then we'll do a little bit of terraforming. I'm gonna do a little building on the edge, but you know, a lot of this area, yeah, it's not being used, so we might as well get a use for it.
Yeah, and you know, maybe if the tech stuff goes away, then we can see if you can get your desert place back. But as a like kind of like temporary thing, well, Slime figures out that no, we don't have 10 home coins a month for him.
Exactly. Oh, I'm so sorry. Exactly. I mean, I think that yeah, we can just move some stuff over here. Do we think we need some advertising? Like, I was been feeling like building a big bulletin board, but I didn't know what I wanted it to say. I feel like
I think Bartering Bazaar is great for that.
Board with twinkling lights and
The
stars.
the Bartering Bazaar bulletin board.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
I like it. Yeah, we can.
Also, it's about to be very dangerous here. Who stole? I don't know who stole. I don't know what they're talking about. All right, so with Raven agreeing, well, don't mind her, she's talking to someone else right now. Anyway, with Raven agreeing, I think it is time to start moving this cart. And before I do any of that, these are all full. So I brought a bunch of shulkers, and I hope it's going to be enough, just so I can get my stock in place. But yeah, we're gonna do it. I assume I have the recording of me explaining what the plan is before this clip, because otherwise you have no idea what's happening. Either way, all you need to know is you won't be paying any taxes. No, not for us. That's not the way of the desert. No. All right. So after a little bit of cleaning up and placing some torches, Raven and I have placed. Well, at least I've placed my shop. I think Raven at least placed her deep slate store over here. I'm not sure if she's gonna remove other things as well. Those are a little bit bigger stores to replace. So I'm not sure if she's planning on doing that. Either way, we are getting ready here to set up the Bartering Bazaar. All we need left is the place for where people can exchange pumpkin coins, but that should all be set up relatively easily. But it will be for next episode. This episode, however, before we end it, I want to show one more thing. Because while you've been watching all of that, I have been finishing the drugstore. And I think at the beginning of the video, I said I was gonna do something with potion making and stuff like that. I don't think I'm gonna do that. So as I was working on this and I did some experiments with the auto brewer, I figured that's a little bit much for this build. Like it'd be 90% auto brewer and, well, honestly, 99% auto brewer and 1% rest of the build. And the whole idea about using making that was a little bit to experiment with redstone, but mainly as an excuse to have something to build here. So that's also why I was for a moment Happy suggested I make a skulk farm, and maybe I'll add it in, but I think I keep having to turn around. But I think I'll keep it at this actually, because we have the build. We don't need an excuse to make the build if there's already a build, but I do want to show this off a little bit. So I am quite happy with how this turned out, that the leaking into the floor here, the light coming out of the door while the rest of the build is quite dark. Actually, especially at night, it's gonna be a while before it's night. I'll show you some footage in editing. Yeah, so the idea is going to be that there's going to be another build over here directly attached to this. So I'm not too worried about this side. And the back here, I think, at least for now, I'll just leave it be. I don't want to worry too much about it. And then maybe 2 more builds here. So then we'll have to think of what we'll do on the side. But I think 2 more builds should be fine. We'll see what we come up with for those next video. I think I do want to make them a little bit more lively than this one. Though I do want to continue with the concept of what we have over here. But on the outside it looks all very dry and empty. But then when you go inside, and this time it isn't editing, but it's actually over here. I, of course, set it muted, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, so when you get in, it's actually very nice and cozy in here. That's gonna be it from me this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye, bye 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 bye. Raven, this pipe is, I can't get my card over.
Oh. Well. How did you get it over before?
Well, there wasn't a pipe here.
Yeah, but there's a whole lake.
Well, but the lake is flat. You can get over that.
Oh. Wait, what?